Hey YouTubers, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. Enjoy the video. Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video. It's more of an open question really, but I'm going to share my thoughts and opinions about the recent arc of Dragon Ball Super. If you've been listening to me for a long time, you probably know my thoughts and opinions on it. I just want to kind of put it out there a little bit more in this video, especially after watching episode 115. And I'm really kind of jumping off of MJ and his videos recently. He's been making a couple videos about how, at least in his opinion, or at least the way he's looking at it, there seems to be a huge divide when it comes to the fan base. Like, people who really like the whole Kefla stuff, or Kale and Caulifla, Ultra Instinct coming and going almost as much as it pleases without being a huge event thing anymore, and basically all of that. And, you know, I understand the criticism here, I really do, but I have to say, and this is gonna probably inflame a lot of people who are listening to this. I'm sure there's some people who agree with me, are not ashamed of admitting this. This arc is the most fun I've ever had watching Dragon Ball, period. I'm talking back from like the Frieza arc, the whole thing on Namek, everything in the Saiyan arc, everything in the original Dragon Ball series, GT, Cell arc, Buu, everything else. This is exactly what I want from Dragon Ball, and I really think almost every single week, every episode is just not only getting better, but getting more exciting to watch and being more of a must-see event. And I have to say, I wasn't ever expecting this from Dragon Ball Super. When it was first announced and when they first put it out there, given it was just kind of an adaptation of movies that we had already seen before, but they didn't do a whole lot for it. They didn't adapt it in a way that was different or unique or anything else like that. It was just kind of a straight shot. And the whole Battle of Gods things, that was a little bit different. I mean, obviously, they had taken it and they changed it up a little bit. Instead of taking place at Capsule Corp, it was taking place on a boat and all this other stuff, but that didn't really change it very much. Fukatsu no F was even worse. And then the Champa arc was a semblance of hope, like, oh man, this is like new and interesting material, these characters are introducing I like and I want to see more of. And then I was a little bit down, and I'm not a huge fan of the whole Future Trunks thing. So after all of that, you know, once you're about 70 something episodes into a show, you just imagine, okay, well, they've kind of planted their flag, and while I'm having fun week to week watching this, I'm going to accept that no story that they're going to put in front of me is going to be the best thing that they ever did in Dragon Ball. It's not going to be the most fun I ever had watching. And then this arc started, and I have been a vocal supporter of this arc almost ever since it started. A lot of people said it had too much of a build-up. This is obviously going to be one of the longer arcs in Dragon Ball history, considering we're going to be here until March, and we've been here since like last year, really, when this was announced and we were all waiting for it. I think it was started in May. I can't remember exactly when it started right now, but I have to say, almost every episode, the whole build up to it, getting everyone ready for the tournament, the fights that we've been seeing, all of the different people, really, I think one of the things that makes this arc for me is the idea that we're getting to see everyone fight, or at least a lot of people fighting at a lot of different times. To me, Dragon Ball became really stagnant, especially in Dragon Ball Z, where we had that one awesome fight with Goku and Piccolo versus Raditz at the very beginning of the show, and then it just became one-on-one matches, just constantly transforming and one-upping each other. Even when multiple people were fighting either one or multiple other people, they kind of regulated it to, you know, we'll take a one-on-one match or something else like that. We didn't allow a whole lot of people to be fighting at any given time, to the point where we have to literally cut from this fight to this fight, or this interaction between this interaction. It just didn't happen. And we saw an idea that that could be a possible outcome for this tournament back in the Future Trunks arc, when we got Goku and Trunks versus Zamasu and Black. That was really awesome. And I have to say, like, every episode in this arc is just giving us more and more of that. Yes, over the last couple episodes, we've been focusing on Goku and Kefla, or Goku and Caulifla and Kale fighting, but we get an idea that, yes, Vegeta's doing his thing, 18 and 17 are doing their thing, Gohan and Piccolo are doing their thing against the Namekians, and they're not, you know, they're not dropping the type of mic fights. You know, you're not going to get really heavy into that fight because it's not really worth focusing on. But you know, the one reason they're not helping Goku out or all this other stuff is because they're busy too, and they're fighting these other fights that can probably be dealt with in you know, one shot or two shots or something else like that. But it's really awesome. I have to admit, I'm so happy that there's so many different characters who are showcasing their power and having real nice laughing moments, and also getting to see people we known and love for a long time get a shine again, like Krillin and Tenshinhan and Master Roshi, and also all these new characters who are way stronger than we ever thought possible. Now that might be all because of story, and they're trying to build these people up, or maybe figure out a way to bring Jiren back or whatever. It's still entertaining in my opinion, and I never thought that this arc was going to be this good. I was worried about it ever since we got here, really, and I just can't think of any other time that I've had so much fun and anticipated and enjoyed every single episode. I know I don't review these episodes a whole lot, but I really just want to come in every now and then and just say, like, yeah, I think what they're doing is working, and I'm really having fun with it. I really hope everyone who watches this show does have fun with this as well. One of the things I try to make clear in all my videos is we should be enjoying this show, especially if you grew up on it like I did, or if you're growing up on it now. We should be enjoying it because it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be the main attraction of your week. It's just something to turn your brain off and think about in just a fan sense. You know, the whole concept, a lot of people are mad that things don't make sense or this doesn't make sense, and like, who really cares at the end of the day? I just like seeing the fights. I like seeing these characters that I grew up with. It's like kind of having an old friend come back and visit us every single week. Just for a little short amount of time, never outstays its welcome, and it's so good. It makes me feel like a kid again. In Dragon Ball Super, if it continues along this path, animation, story, characters, fights, all the other stuff, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be satisfied. I want this show to run for 100, 200, 300 more episodes, because if it continues this, I'm happy with it, guys. I'm really happy with it. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that this is probably one of the better things that Dragon Ball Super has ever done? Dragon Ball in general, do you think that this is the best arc in Dragon Ball? I'm really getting to the point where I'm going to say that this is probably the best arc that I've ever seen in Dragon Ball, at least in my subjective opinion. Obviously, people are going to disagree with me for this, that, or the other, and if you disagree, then tell me in the comment section below. But just me, I mean, you can't really deny my opinion, or my opinion. You could disagree, but whatever. I'm having a lot of fun, and I think I'm going to enjoy this arc more than any other arc I've ever seen. I can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray. I can't wait to own it and just binge watch the entire thing without having to wait week to week. And guys, it's good. It's just so good right now. And I know I'm rambling now, but I want everyone to share your thoughts and opinions on it in the comment section below. I want everyone to also like and subscribe, hit that bell over by the subscriber button, because that's going to notify you every single time I upload. But with that being said, guys, I hope everyone's had a good night. I hope everyone has a good weekend and a great week. Remember, guys, videos every single day, Dragon Ball discussions and theories and speculations and everything else like that. You're not going to want to miss out on any of that stuff. So, guys, hope everyone has a good night. It's been real.